Hi everyone, welcome to 150 hours of chess. Today is day 57. Um, on the day before yesterday, on Tuesday, I played a few middle game puzzles and then played 4 games with 2 of them playing with board. I find it actually helpful because that could help me play with actually practice um, the Caro-Kann defense that I was learning. So I'm still gonna do the same. And then I play 2 games with online players, and that's also quite nice. So I'm just gonna continue doing that. And yeah, let's start. Okay. Queen move. Let's challenge the queen. And also, um, this is the queen and the rook is lining up on the G file. They have a rook here, not doing anything. I mean, they're protecting each other, but also this is quite passive, not on open file, so it's slightly passive. A dark square bishop here control this diagonal, and that's white. With black, they have a queen and rook lining up on this file. Could attack the king. They have black have knight here, controlling some of the center, but also controlling this space around the king. So I feel like this could be something that black is intended to do. And but also queen is protecting there. They also have a rook on the last rank, but also it's very passive because it's not doing anything. I feel like black and white both have 3 pieces of relatively equivalent value, of the equivalent value that is active, and both the rook on the corner that is a passive piece. White is challenging the black's queen intentional. And other than that, it's sort of fair. And also if the queen move, rook here will be under attack. So that's, and also this rock here is hanging as well, unlike the rock here that have some protection. I could trade. That would still make me equal, I guess, somewhat. I can checking the king using the rook. After this check, they take, but also queen can't take because that's giving up the queen. Well, if I do this, they take. I guess I can take the queen here because that rook is being moved away. But if I do this, instead of taking, that they drop the bishop. What can I do? I guess I can take the bishop here, but then the king can directly take. If the king take, I guess I can use my knight to check the king there. And then, I mean, king could come back. So that's gonna be messy. If the rook drop, they would have to resolve it. And there's no other ways. They would have to either use the rook to take or use the bishop to block. If they use the bishop to block here, and I take, and then if the rook take, if the king take, knight there, attacking the king, king could move to come back to attack the knight. I guess either the knight could move back here, give them another check, or queen could move, give them a check. I might have time to move the rook here. Can I do something to attack the king immediately? And if I take it here, queen could move, or rook could move. That's still not removing the protector of the queen. If I rook take it here, then king take. Well, I guess I could do queen attack or queen attack here, and then king move to somewhere, and then rook out. So I can bring my rook out. I guess that's something I can do. Can I involve the knight? Check the king. Doesn't seem like I could do that. With the queen, that would be queen take, knight take. Queen, and then king take here, or rook take here. So I'll be losing a piece in that case. So this is not ideal. This is not ideal as well, because nothing else is protecting there. I guess. No. Does that mean this? So in that case, I'll be winning a bishop here. And after this, I take it here. I'll be winning a bishop in the exchange. No, my queen. It's interesting. Pawn push. Left my queen hanging. For them to take. I have a bishop and a pawn lining up here, which means that pawn can do this, forking. And then after pawn take here, that would be a fork, attacking the king. They would have to do something about it. So either king move or queen take. If queen take, then bishop take, and then that's still attacking the king. King would have to take. Yeah, maybe I have time to take the rook here or do something else. But if the king take, no, king can't take because of the bishop here. If the king move to here, then I guess I can take the rook here. Nothing else could. King can't take back because it's protected by the rook, and then that would develop to a queen. Okay, with it there, now there are two things. This is one coming from the discover, and this is another one. Bishop here is hanging. If I leave this, queen could directly take, and I'm losing a queen. Like I'm down a queen because here. So if I take it first, then wait. Cause wait, if I take it here, that's a check. They have to resolve it first. Queen can't take because queen is not pinned to the king. So that would be checkmate. Nothing else could rob. King had nowhere to go. This is crazy. I was thinking about, oh, maybe queen can directly take here. But then, yes, it could. But then I guess I still have this. Though with the bishop take, that's a check. King have to resolve it, though king can directly take because nothing else is controlling that place of mine. And then after the move the king, there is support for the rook as well. So if I take, they can take back, then I'll be down a piece. But this is quite cool. Knight move. Maybe attacking the bishop here. They are attacking the bishop there. With that, they would fork. They would fork my queen and king. Though knight is protecting that square, bishop is also protecting, controlling that square. They could do something, and also the pawn is pinned to the king, so I can't actually use the pawn as a supporter here. It's a powerful move. On top of it, for white, there is a dark square bishop controlling the square around the king, light square bishop attacking the king and also pin this pawn to the king. A knight here potentially take my bishop and then fork my queen and king. Rook here control this open file, and a queen here pin the pawn to the king and also attacking. This rook is also on an open file, even though there are two pieces in between. So the white here in this position, really all their pieces, like 6 pieces, queen to rook, and 3 minor pieces, are very active. And for black's position, they have a knight in the corner, protecting it here. Though it's a bit passive, it's not actively attacking. With the bishop here, sort of blocked, don't have much places to go, and is also under attack of 3 pieces here. Queen here on the open file, but not actually doing anything. Yeah, so queen here is a bit blocked. A rock here and a rock here, they're protecting each other, but none of them is on the open file, so it's quite passive. The only knight here that's probably less passive that's controlling the center. So I have to say, white is in a much, much better position than black. And they line up a lot of attack for the black, and all their pieces are active. With black, probably only like queen and knight, it's more active. Rook is not active at all. So there's not enough pieces. With it here, I feel like this is what they aim, and then queen take here, that would be checkmate. But also for me, queen take here could be a check, and it could win the hanging bishop here, which could be nice. However, this rook is protecting the pawn here. So I'm thinking about taking it to protect. The only thing that could take it would be queen. But queen wouldn't take here because of the bishop could take. So it will be more likely of knight take here, and then their knight take here, my knight take back, and then their queen take back here. And then, oh, in that case, I can't take it here. But I would have to resolve the knight first. I guess another thing I can do would be bishop take, bishop attacking the queen. So queen would have to resolve it, or they are sort of forced to use the pawn to take. And then after that, I can move my queen there, attacking the king and also the bishop here. And after they move, I guess I can use my knight to take here, and then maybe trade off one of these pieces. Okay, with it here, this is definitely not a smart move because queen can directly take. So what I can do would be queen here, attack the king. They use the rook to block. Now is a problem. Should I use knight to take here? Or use queen to take here? I feel like take here would make more sense because that's a hanging piece. And there are other pieces I can do. I mean, this rook is also hanging. Anything I can do something about it? Not that anything I can see immediately. Knight take, pawn take the knight. Okay. Oh. I don't understand this move though. They put there, they get the knight there. Was I thinking about taking here? But now I can't take either. I have a queen here, control this file, and these diagonal. But it's sort of block. For here, it's all controlled by my opponent. I can't take it here because they are supported. So as here is also supported. I can go on this rank and I have a pawn here. I'm not a pass pawn. I have knight here, control the center, but also, yeah, not much. Yeah, I have a knight here, control the center, but not actively attacking. Rock here, not on open file. Rock here, not on open file, but also under attack. So from what I can see, probably only the queen and the knight are slightly more active, but also not actually that much active. My opponent have a knight here, attacking my rock. If they manage to trade the knight for the rock, it's benefit them. A queen here, attacking the king, pin this pawn to the king, and also attacking the pawn here that is hanging. My opponent's rock is also not very active. So the situation, it's sort of equal, but I think black have slightly more advantage, only because their queen is in a much better position. This is the immediate attack I have to resolve. It's a knight take. Oh. Can I check the king? It doesn't seem like I can do that easily. I can move the rock away, but here will block this rock. Here, it's not open file. The open file here, that is controlled by the knight, so there isn't much good square. For the rook to go. I mean, yes, it could move to here, that is safe, but also it doesn't matter. Another way is if I can attack the king, I can try to attack the queen. Knight can go either place to attack the queen. With it here, I think like, oh, queen can't drop there because queen can directly take. And also queen can't drop here because that would be taken. Queen can't go there. Ah, queen can't safely protecting the knight. So if that's where it goes, I mean, queen can go there or there, but after my queen take the knight, then queen will be protecting my knight as well. With the knight here, that would be directly taken, and then I still can't take the knight, so that make it worse for me. Though I can move the rook and then push the pass pawn here, but with the queen protecting and the rook protecting, rook could even just block my way. So there's not a lot of thing to do. This would probably be smartest. Okay, I have this move, take the queen. They would take my queen. And then I guess I could attack the rook there. If they take my queen, I can take the rook directly. And then, because there is no immediate very good place for the rook, for the knight to go, so I'll be winning a piece during this exchange, or at least winning a more valuable piece. Another way I take here, they take, that's just equal trade. Yeah, I think take the queen would be better. And then the rook here, winning a more available piece. Queen take the pawn here. Attacking the rook is protecting each other. Attacking the bishop here, king is protecting it. Attacking the knight, bishop is protecting the knight. But it did add a lot of pressure on the king side. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe this move, but then I realized with the double attack here, they could easily take the knight here. That's remove the protector of the knight and also leave the king hanging. My opponent also have a bishop controlling here, controlling the space around the king. Knight here could come into the game. A rook here on the open file and a rook here. White have like quite a lot of pieces that is fairly active and could quickly jump into the game. My position, this rook is on an open file and directly attacking the pawn near the king. This could be good, though they can do this pawn push, and then that would be more awkward. My opponent also have a light square bishop that's controlling this diagonal, and a rook here on open file could be attacking the queen. A knight here control the center, but also slightly more stacked. Knight here could attack the queen, but also they could directly take. Queen here is really sort of blocked because of the pawn, but both of these pawns are unprotected. So I guess it's not as worrying. I will personally say that white have slightly better position because they add a lot of pressure around the black's king. Will black use a lot of pieces that is defending, but not actually a lot of active attack. What would be my opponent's next move? Likely. With the bishop, they can't come in with attack. That would be easy. With the knight, here we're just making them losing their knight. And also sort of singulate their pawn. And even though the knight is here, I can still use the knight to take. And that would be an equal trade. Rook can't drop there, but maybe dropping there could be good. Rook, no, that's also protected by the bishop. And here is protected by the knight. Here is also protected by the knight. So it's not that easy for the rook to drop in. So it seems like it's a bit of an equal position. Like the white can't do much around black and to check my king. Okay. If I don't need to consider white's attack, is there any attack that I can carry out to check the king or winning a piece? I can definitely see queen go there. That's closer to put attack to the king. And after that, there could be a rock there to attack as well. It would still be a bit slow though. And also after queen move, this pawn will be hanging. So they could go there and then go there. The bishop is controlling that square. Oh, I guess my knight is also protecting there, so I don't have to worry too much about it. That's a way. Can I attack the queen? I have this move, attack the queen immediately, but they can easily use this pawn or this pawn to attack and then have a two pawn lining up and attack my queen here. So that's not that ideal. Can I... I mean, I could do this. Bishop take here, threatening this move. Because bishop will watch the g-file pawn, and then that would attack the king. And then king would have to move. So that could be a threaten. And because of that threaten, if queen move, oh, queen could directly take the knight here in that case, and that comes with a check. And I have to resolve it first. And then they... No, I can't do anything because queen take there, that would be checkmate. Because here is control by my bishop, by my opponent's bishop, and then after queen take here, then they also take these space, and I check my king. Okay, need to run to the bathroom. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I can do something about it around here. Um, can I do something about the rock? Because this is a really good move to attack the queen here. And yeah, it's really a shame that I can't do anything about it. Because as long as my bishop moving this way, that would be a checkmate. Um, but if I drop here, oh, if I drop it this way, with they take it with rock, rock would be pinned to the king, and I can't take the queen here. I would actually be a more dangerous position. So that's not ideal. Um, so doing something around here would definitely be dumb. Is there any pawn push I can do? Not that I can see, honestly. I can push this pawn first, just to support it here, and then do it here. I mean, if in real games, I'll probably do that. But here, obviously, I should go for tactic. And with that there and there, queen can take here, but they can't take it here because of the knight. So I feel like this would probably be the best. Actually, I'm gonna go for a hint. Really? Really? Rock move. Okay. I sort of avoiding thinking about rock here, because this would definitely be a sacrifice move. If this is a sacrifice here, they will use the king to take, obviously. I guess the next move would be bishop here, attacking the king. King would have to resolve it again, and I guess I can win the queen there. I mean, it's a move. It's a trade. That I'm using a rock and bishop combo trade for a queen. Value wise, that um I would be winning 1 point because queen worth 9 and rook worth 5, bishop worth 3, and I'm removing attacking here, and they are a bit like not very well. I guess I've also removed 2 pawns here, so it's a lot of sacrificing. Man, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Sacrifice so many pieces. Well, I guess after this, there is a lot more things I can do, like queen there, remove the protector here, and then I can do knight take. And because the knight is pinned to the king, so they can't directly use the knight to take back with the rock take, and then yeah, there will be a lot more things to do in this case. But man, this is crazy. This is crazy. Okay, now it's time for some game. I'll play the uh, bots first. I find that 1500 is a good level for me to play with the bot. Um, so hopefully I'm not being smashed. It was a bit struggle last time I played. The bot. Okay, they got the knight out. I remember to take is the move, and then knight take. What's the next move? Maybe bishop out, attack the knight. So bishop out so that I can push the pawn and then get the dark square bishop out. Or like even push the pawn here, challenge it here. Yeah, I feel like that's a move. Okay. Knight's attacking the bishop. I can't remember with the bishop I should drop it here or I should let it being take. Probably dropped and push the pawn. Yeah, I'll drop. Okay, they have the knight out, protecting. I'm supporting there. If they get this, I feel like their next move might be that. So pawn push, if they take, I'll take the queen here, make them lose their castling rights, and then take it here. If they don't take, I take them might not be a good idea because they can directly take with the knight. So maybe I'll get my knight out in the next. Okay. They're thinking about now they take, there's not that thing to be worried. Which I feel like, I mean, could also be knight here, and then if they push, I'll take them there. Or I'll get my queen out. Yeah, knight out is definitely a good idea. Cool. With this move, I definitely think knight out protecting this knight could be a good idea. So that I can save my pawn not to get further. Another thing I can do is rook out, protecting here, so that knight could directly go there. Okay, something try to challenge my bishop, which I could sacrifice it, attack the king. King would have to move, or here, but it's easy enough for their rook to come out. I cannot take here, but then, like I said, they could take back. I can drop back this way, but then this pawn push would cause me to move again. I feel like the smartest would be dropping this way. Dropping here would also block, and it's also like block the queen to come out, and also blocking the and also blocking the queen to go there because I have to support it. So I would say I will come back. Okay, their pawn push. Knight out and then castling would be my next thought. I also have this move to trade. I don't see the urgent of that. I would like to get my king safe first. They take, I take, it's fine. Only problem is that discover on the queen. If I take, they can immediately get the rock to the center, which I don't like. I have the queen out this way though. Queen out this way, lining up for here. Queen out for here, that will lining up for here. Either is fine. If they push it here, if I'm here, I could also take the bishop there. It seems like that would be better. Okay, I'm castling as well. So now I can move my knight safely. That was normal, but queen here is not as normal because queen here definitely blocking themselves. With where the knight could safely go, I'll probably say knight back would be a better idea. And then I can push the pawn here to chase the bishop out. I guess I sort of have this move, attack the queen, but nothing else is controlling there. Yeah. Another thing I feel like I could do would be pawn push, force them to take, and after they take, I can get my queen out and then taking here. But obviously they could move, and if they move, I'm not doing much thing. Or use a rock to take, and then rock could take there. Yeah, there is not enough good square. They are controlled, and I can only drop back. Drop back here with blocking my rock to come out. Dropping here would also have a problem. So I'll probably say get my rock out. Could be a good move. They try to attack the bishop here. And there is no space for my bishop to drop. And if they take, I have to open up. So that's not ideal. I could get the bishop there. I could get my knight there. But then they can directly take it for free. I mean, oh well, if they do take it here, I also have to be aware of this. The queen could do that. What can I do here? Knight here could be a move. Attacking their bishop there, and also the knight there, and also the pawn there. But if they do this, well, I guess I can do that. Attack the queen. And then queen would have to move, and then I can attack it here. So it would be go there, and then they take, I take, attack the queen, And then queen move. Yeah, probably move this way or this way. And then, oh no, I can't let them take it there, because if they do take it, then that will be fork my king and the rock there. Yeah, that's hard. I guess with the knight move there, I can also try to go there. And if the knight take here, well, I'll probably just take. And then this knight will be hanging. And then they can take it here. This is so hard. So with this move, they take, I take, equal trade. They take here, I'm losing a knight. With this move, they take here, I'm losing. So maybe not doing anything, just like let them take. Or maybe I could just drop my knight back and then I'm taking here, so. And then they could do something. Yeah, I'll just do this. It's interesting. They move the knight back. To protect it there. I mean, it's a fair move if they don't want to lose it. But also, this move could come in handy now. With take, take, take. I'm actually winning piece. They can take here. That will be an equal trade. Okay, so now this is coming. They add another protector there. But also this move could come in hand. I just need to add another thing there. This could be a move. Remove the knight there. And if they take, I take it with the rock, and that would attack the knight there. And then what can I do? Yeah, actually, I just wonder. No, I can't do because bishop was controlling there. So it's not like I can do the fork here. Oh, I can do this attack, and that is pinned. I guess that's doable, but also knight is controlling there. Knight could directly take. Not that easy. I also have a move, I guess. If I push it here, are they likely to push it here? What can I do? Maybe I'll just poke the bishop there. That's doable, I guess. They just try to attack my queen. And I can't take. But I guess... Well, I guess there are ways. Rook take, knight take. I'm trading a rook for a bishop. Not smart. Because of that, I still can't take it there. I guess. Only smart thing would either be, no, can't drop back there. Could be here or could be here. Here could be good to attack here and control the open file. Could be, here would probably be safer. Just controlling there. And it's not as easy for them to attack me. But with it here, I am also attacking here. But then with this move, then queen will be more awkward. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm thinking about this move as well. Okay. They move it back. Attack my knight. Well, with this move, now I'm thinking about this. Just trade off the rook here. And once the rook, it's gone. I wonder if I can come back here. Yeah, this is not doable because queen can directly take. This, they can directly open it up. With this move, if they do this, what can I do? Because this is not pinned anymore. I'm also thinking about this move. Just attacking the duck square bishop and the queen. Duck square bishop can't move. If they take, I'll take back with the pawn. That will be hanging. Queen can directly take back, and then, well, I guess knight could go there. And or like knight could go there. Knight could come back here to protect, I guess. Yeah, I'll get the knight back. Ah, serious? Are they attacking my queen again? I can do this. But that would be this again. I can do this. I can't do this because they can directly take. If I do this, they take, I take. That will be equal. If I, but if I do this, and then they take it here, I take. Queen can directly take and come into the game. And well, I guess I still have this move, attack the queen. Yeah, I would save my queen in this case. Not as many things as I could do, which is annoying. Yeah, I'll probably take, and then they can take it here, and then, I mean, I can push it up here, and then attack the knight or something. Okay, they didn't do that, which is fair. But after this pawn is, I am thinking about this. I'm also thinking about this. Attack there. That would block it. So if my knight goes there and they do this, I can't do that because that would discover. This is so hard. I can keep pushing it so that it would be protected by my bishop here. Okay, they're definitely thinking about something like this. Was it there? I'm should think about something, like move it again. We'll move it to here, taking it back. Or if my queen go there, and then pawn push. No, with my queen go there and then queen go there. The queen would have to move. Otherwise, it will be difficult. Well, I guess my queen can't go there and I can't push it because they could directly take, and that's not ideal for me. Um, I guess I can do this. And then take it there. But what if they push further? If they push further, I guess I can get my knight out or get the pawn push and then support it there. Okay, that seems doable. Okay. Oh, this is... I was thinking about the Discover. What were I thinking after that move? Oh, for God's sake. This is so annoying. I guess I have this move. So, and then I can push it. Did they already? Ah, yeah, I guess I can do it here. Hmm. Okay, what could they be doing? They're attacking here. A rock is here. They could be attacking. They could be going here. Um, but I mean, if they do go there, this is protected. This is protected. Um, yeah, that should be fine. I can get the rock here to the bishop there to protect and also lining up for this. I can also get my knight involved. I can just start pushing. Well, that push doesn't. Oh, actually, rock will be protecting, so that should be fine. Oh, pawn. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. I can do this. Attack the king directly, protected by the knight. King would have to move. And then maybe I can do something else. Only a shame that I can't do this. But oh, the knight is hanging, which means that I can use the rock to protect it. Oh, their knight was hanging the whole time. How could I not notice? So which means that would save my knight. So my knight won't be hanging. Bishop won't be hanging. And then rook will be hanging. What could they be aiming here? Are they aiming to do this? Or maybe queen go there? Queen go there could be a check. Queen go there could be a check. So they are all protected by my rook. What are the things they can do? This could be a good move. Attack the king again. King have this move, and I guess no. And then my rook could come in to do that. But what can I do here? So knight is not attack anymore, but knight is protecting here, and then this. Pawn move could be a good move. So maybe I should do this. Or another thing I can do would be rook here and then taking it here. Okay, I'll go for this and see what they do. They attack the rook here because the rook is hanging. If I move my rook, knight will be hanging. I can't move my knight to protect it immediately. I guess I can try to move my rook there to protect where the queen could go. I mean, they do have this move to attack the king. No, they don't, because the bishop is controlling. I have two ways. I can do this or do this. I feel like do this would give me slightly more control. Maybe I can do this. This could be a good idea after a few moves. I feel like here would be better because that's also protecting, controlling this pawn here. Now this move is not doable, but here it could be doable. I am thinking about doing this with that's attacking the queen and also protected by the knight. Queen would have to move. And I can see this move would come. No, actually, I can see this move will come. This, control here, knight go there, control there. king would have to move. After king move, queen could drop. So that could stop them. Okay, they took the pawn there. It's not that worrying because I have one step. King can only go this way, and then rook drop. That would be checkmate. Drop check the king. They take, I take. That's doable. They could do one. Yeah. Cool. Man, struggling. Definitely struggling. I blunder my queen in this game. Okay, that's the finish of the opening. Let's take, bishop out, knight out. Drop the bishop, knight out, one push, get the bishop out. Yeah, I was thinking about challenging it here and see what they do. But that's not a great idea. Your best move is to develop a knight and attack the center. So now I know in the case in the future, get the knight out first, or get that knight out will be better. They got the bishop out, I got the knight out. I did consider this move. That would protect the knight and also make it clear for castling. But this was also just like get the rook into the middle sort of thinking. But I guess this would be better. Because I originally thought knight here would control the center better rather than here it could only control one center. What? They suggest I should take the queen. But my opponent would directly control the open file. What exactly are they proposing? Which pawn are they referring to? I don't understand. But anyway, because I can't see anything. Oh, actually, I can do the explanation. But I can't do it here. Can't do it here. It's queen take, bishop take, a4. That's trade. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. They did control the center though. Okay, anyway, they castled. I castled as well. Yeah, I did think that queen move is inaccurate there because that's really making the queen can't control much place. Wait, they suggest rather than doing that move, I should move the knight there. I moved the knight there. Well, I guess no other knight could take. Fine. Fine. What are they proposing here, though? They're proposing that I move the knight here. Threaten to take. They take. I take. They can move their bishop. Oh, I guess in that case, I can move the knight. Yep. Fair. That's not smart. They think I should directly take. If I take here, they likely to take with a knight. Ah, and then there is a potential skewer. Well, if I take it here, they take, and then I take. But thinking about that, rather than saving my bishop, if I take it here, then I could even keep more advantage. They take it there. No, that's fair. Anyway, coming back into the game here. They think I have a tactic here. So if I take it here, that I have a nice tactic. Sacrifice. Which this take is better or this take is better? Feel like queen take. And then queen take, back, knight take, pawn take. What is the fork that they're talking about? And also, by doing this, I'm losing advantage. Or did I lose advantage? Yep, that's how I blunder my queen. Yeah, I should have think about something else. Something like, yeah, probably, yeah, I was originally thinking about this. That would be actually slightly better than this. Good thing is that I'm calm enough. Oh, and then they blunder. But I can't see why they do it, because they thinking about taking my knight for free and then carry out check here. But I took the time doing that. I had a better way to defend the rook. Are they thinking about this? Oh no! They say that I should do this earlier, because I did saw this move later. But anyway, I was doing that, and then I came up this move. Yeah, I could have just taken it and then do that instead of. Yeah, but anyway. What a game. What a game. Feel like I'm tired. I should directly play the online game now rather than have more game with spot. Ooh, it's nice that I'm black in this game. Let's see what they're choosing. Okay. I remember that was it's the fantasy version. Yeah, I do remember that. Could probably do this. But this is not doable now. I can do this. This would be difficult to work with. So I guess I can do knight there, and then I can get my bishop out, and then pawn push. This is hanging. I don't have an immediate way to attack it. So I guess, yeah, I guess knight move, bishop out, and then pawn push will be next. If they do this, it's gonna be slightly more awkward for me because there won't be enough place for my light square bishop to go. Okay, they get the knight out first, which means I would be able to do this. Okay, I will drop. They could do this. Well, I guess I'll drop again. Then I can attack there. Interesting choice. I have this move. I also have this move. This is also doable. But I guess moving here could be good. And that pin the knight to the rock. And then this pawn will be hanging, so I can do this. Okay. I guess I can do this. Queen move, my queen move. That would be wild. But also with how far away their pawn is, castling on the king side could be dangerous. So I'll move the knight to the center. One thing I'm thinking is knight there for free, basically. Because if knight take, rock take, and then now they're thinking about this move. If this, that's not worth it. This cannot save my opponent. I could just trade, honestly. I could just trade here. Queen come out. Could get the move the knight again. And then pawn push. So I guess that's doable. That's enough. That's enough of the game. I should for sure develop some other pieces. This could be a good way to pin the knight to the king. Feel like, yeah, I'm really tempted for this move. And then maybe drop back. But honestly, this move, knight could go there. None of the place that is immediately threatening. So if that do happen, I have enough time to trade. So this could be good. Thinking about queen move here, because knight go there could trade, and that's actually helpful for me. Otherwise, it would be worrying. Problem if I take here, bishop move would attack my queen. There might not be enough time for me to do this. Let's say queen take, bishop move. Well, I guess I can do knight take. And if they take me here, I will take their queen there. And if they move the queen, let's say they do this, well, I can take the queen, or I can get my queen safe to somewhere, I guess. Okay, I think this is doable. Okay, they now attack my queen, thinking about this. But I have this move. If I do this move, they take it here, I can move my queen safe. And if they take it here, I could move my queen back. If they move the queen to somewhere safe, then I guess I have, oh, that's gonna be hard for me to save the bishop. Well, I guess I might have this move here to protect the bishop here and attack the knight, maybe. I think my opponent might calculating different options. Okay, they decided to take it there. If I do this, they would have to resolve it there first, which means king take or rock take. Let's say rock take. And then knight take here. So that would be an equal trade. The knight take here. They take back. I am losing a knight in between. But if knight take here, they take the knight. I might be able to save my bishop if I want. Let's trade. That's sort of trading again. What do I want to do? But if I take it and then they take here, then like I can't. That's actually worse for me, so I guess I'll do this. Yep. So that will be basically equal. No, I have more pawn. My opponent have one more piece. Hard to say is actually better. Also, knight can't go there. Because of the rock in open file, and I also have a threaten here. Okay. Are they pushing it here? If they do, that's not too bad. This will definitely be dumb. Maybe knight could go this way. Yeah, definitely would like to go there. Actually, in this case, maybe I should just push the pawn here just to attacking their pawn. With one less piece, it's gonna be hard for me. Of how to do. Okay, they decided to take. Yep, that's gonna be hanging. If I move the rock, I feel like this would be doable. And just attack the knight and sort of skewer it to the king. And then I might just push the pawn here. This will be stuck because now rook can't get to there. Okay, now there's not much. Okay, this is really shit. This is doable with they drop, I take. Well, if they go there, it's gonna be much harder because king can take. But if the king go this way, then drop, take, drop, take. That would still be doable. Okay, they thinking about taking it here. I guess I can try to challenge it. They take, I take, they're also very close. But with it here, they take, I take, rook take. I get at least that would be saving a tiny bit. Rook here and rook back could be a way. What else can I do? I was thinking about taking it here, but if that should be doable. Are they thinking about rook drop? I take, they take it here. I guess I'll have to run. But in that case, I'm chipping away one rook, which is not that bad. Start to think about this. If I check it here, they drop. Not many things I can do. I might just push the pawn here. And then that way, that way. Okay. I go up, they go down. Now here is the way. Check. King would have to move. Or if they drop, I can take it. But then after king move, I don't have another way to protect them, like to attack them again. I don't have this way as well. I can do this. This would probably be the best move that I can see. I can do this. And then probably push the pawn here. Can I do this? So if I move this way or this way, I guess they could take it, but that's not too bad. And if they move up, I can come back. So yeah, that's doable. Okay. Any other thing I can do? Not that I'm aware of. If I go there, then that's the move of here will be controlled, and then here will be controlled, and that's gonna be checkmate. The only space, I guess I can go there. If I go there, that's probably slightly better. Okay. Are they thinking about this move? No. They're definitely thinking about this move. Well, I guess I can just run this way in that case. And so if I do this, and then they do this, I can run that way. And then, yeah, that should be doable. Oh, really? This is so annoying. So annoying. Uh, uh, okay. That's the they said I should play king's pawn push like here. Which is fair. Knight take g4. They think I should do this first. Rather than that move. Queen take d4. Queen take d4. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I did saw the queen take d4 later. They castled. Take here. Ah, I just realized I could just take it. Okay, that's actually a dumb move. I thought that could be good, but now I realize I could just take the knight. I could just take the knight here. Okay, that's still not as good. This is bad. I should go d7. Yeah. I didn't see the fork here. And it's basically not that easy for me to win anymore. King c6, king c6, drop back. Yeah. Yeah, I walked into a move that I could have done better. But then with the knight move, that was really bad. Previously. Yeah, I could have just like take it here. That wouldn't be as bad. Actually, I'm gonna call it off for today, seeing that my can't work as fast. And yeah, it was a good game for today. And yes, thank you for supporting, and I'll see you tomorrow.